There are things in this world that defy explanation. And then there is Annabelle. For decades, the infamous haunted doll was sealed behind glass in the Warrens' occult museum. A silent, grinning nightmare with a history soaked in blood. Experts warned, never open the case, never touch it, never look away for too long. But in early 2025, something went wrong. Security footage from the museum's final night shows the glass shattering at 3:33 a.m. No human hand responsible. The doll was gone. Police reports called it a burglary, but the officers who responded refused to speak of what they saw. One quit the force the next day. The other was found in his home a week later, his body twisted into an impossible shape, his lips sewn shut with what appeared to be doll hair. Then, in June 2025, a truck driver named Roy Matheson reported a hitchhiker outside Gettysburg, a small figure in a white dress, standing in the middle of the road. When he slowed down, the figure was gone. But in his rearview mirror, something was sitting in his back seat. Porcelain face, stitched smile, glass eyes that blinked. He crashed his truck seconds later, surviving just long enough to whisper 2 words to the paramedics. She's here. Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, a town already steeped in death. Over 50,000 souls perished here in 1863, their blood soaking the earth. Locals say the land never forgot. Ghost tours thrive here, but in July 2025, something new began haunting the streets. It started at the Wraith's Hollow Antique Shop on Steinway Avenue. The owner, Harold Vanson, was a skeptic until the doll appeared in his store. He didn't put it there. His security cameras didn't show anyone bringing it in. Yet there it sat, perched on a rocking chair in the back room, its head slowly turning toward the lens. Harold's last journal entry, dated July 14th, reads, "It watches me. I hear it scratching at my door at night. The police think I'm crazy, but I saw its fingers move. It wants something, and I think it's getting closer." The next morning, Harold was found dead. His body was positioned like a broken marionette, limbs bent at unnatural angles. His face was frozen in a scream, his eyes gouged out, replaced with 2 small, polished marbles. And the doll? Gone. By August, Gettysburg's children began reporting a new friend, a little girl in an old-fashioned dress, whispering to them from the shadows. She asked them to play. She promised them gifts. Then they started vanishing. Emily Carter, age 7, last seen near Devil's Den. Her laughter caught on a tourist camera before the audio cut to static. Lucas Green, age 9, disappeared from his backyard. His parents found his teddy bear ripped apart, its stuffing replaced with tangled strands of black hair. Mia Rodriguez, age 6, was heard giggling in her room at midnight. When her parents opened the door, the window was wide open, and a small, grimy handprint was smeared on the sill. Search parties combed the fields. Psychics warned of a dark presence clinging to the town. Then, on August 12th, a group of teenagers live-streaming a ghost hunt at Sachs Bridge captured something impossible. At 2:17 a.m., their camera glitched. When the feed stabilized, a small figure stood in the distance. Ragged dress, hollow eyes. The audio picked up a child's voice, whispering, "Come play with me, forever." The stream cut out. The teens were found the next morning, huddled in a ditch, their faces blank, their mouths stretched into forced, doll-like smile. By late August, Gettysburg was under siege. Power outages plunged the town into darkness, and thermal drones picked up figures, dozens of them, standing motionless in the battlefield parks. Park rangers reported hearing drums at night, as if an invisible army was marching. Visitors to the Jenny Wade house claimed they saw a little girl in the window, waving at them with 2 long fingers. Then, on August 29th, paranormal investigator Lydia Marsh entered the abandoned Vanson antique shop for a YouTube documentary. Her final broadcast showed the rocking chair now moving on its own. The audio crackled with whispers. Then, as Lydia turned, the camera caught it. A small, pale hand gripping her shoulder. The feed cut to black. Lydia's body was discovered the next morning. Slumped in the same chair Harold died in. Her camera was still recording. The last frame? A close-up of Annabelle's face smiling. September 1st, 2025. The anniversary of the Battle of Gettysburg. Thousands gathered for the memorial. But as the clock struck midnight, every phone in the crowd buzzed. The same image appeared on every screen. Annabelle. Her eyes were now open. Her mouth stretched into a grin too wide for a doll. Then the screaming started. Witnesses described a cold wind sweeping through the crowd, though the night was still. Shadowy figures emerging from the tree-line, their movements jerky, unnatural. A child's voice, giggling, growing louder, until it wasn't a child at all. When the chaos ended, 37 people were missing. The only trace, a trail of tiny, barefoot prints leading into the woods, and a single blood-stained doll's arm left on the steps of the Gettysburg Hotel. The town was quarantined. Officials blamed mass hysteria. The missing were declared dead. But those who survived know the truth. Annabelle wasn't just a doll. She was a door. And now something has stepped through. If you ever visit Gettysburg, keep your eyes open. Listen for the laughter that isn't human. And if you see a little girl in a white dress, standing just beyond the tree line, run. Because she's still looking for playmates.